Hi, it's Louise at Spiral Bright Insight. I wanted to do a really quick video just to highlight that Thursday the 7th of November is it's a special day in the astrological calendar because we have the sun moving to 15 degrees of Scorpio. Now, Scorpio being fixed water, this is known as Eagle's Gate, and there are four sort of special gates within the astrological calendar that mark the midpoint between solstice and equinox. And as we move through this sort of fourth quarter of the calendar year, obviously third quarter of the astrological year, we are meeting Eagle's Gate, 7th of November, sun at 15 degrees of Scorpio. Now, it's really interesting. Scorpio is a fascinating sign because it has more than one symbol or archetype. We have the scorpion, who, again, sort of very much sort of hides away in the dark, has got quite a nasty sting in its tail, not necessarily a creature that you want to run into, very much in the shadows. But then the higher expression of Scorpio is the eagle, and then when we move through and beyond the eagle archetype, we then move into the phoenix energy. So the eagle really is the midpoint of this sign, the 15-degree marker. It is also known as one of the avatar gates. So this is very sort of special, quite elevated energy and frequency coming through. And really, if we think about the eagle, there is this real ability to soar above everything, to have a much bigger picture, much bigger perspective. And I kind of feel that with everything that's going on in the world, particularly this week, astrology aside, just in terms of what's going on, in the collective and the energy, it's going to really serve us to tap into this energy, to be able to rise above, the division, the all those emotions and energies that are kind of being expressed and coming out, and again, I think everyone has got an opinion. So to be able to take the eagle sort of standpoint, rise above, see the bigger picture, have that eagle eye, so be able to perhaps perceive and spot things that aren't necessarily apparent to everybody else. So again, having that really sort of direct sight, being able to hone into things, again, really going to be very useful. And the eagle, again, we get clarity, we have this sort of wider vision, strong intelligence, very powerful, very majestic, but ultimately sovereignty and freedom comes through very strongly with this magnificent creature. So again, we're still in Scorpio season. This is about deep transformation, deep metamorphosis, sort of going down, digging sort of beneath the surface, perhaps encountering a lot of shadow that we have hidden away that maybe makes us feel really uncomfortable. But with the eagle energy, we're able to take what we have discovered in those depths, in those shadows and sort of hidden, and rise up and really not disconnect from it, but just take it to a higher level, to a higher degree of consciousness, so that we can really work with it and use it. But again, almost to set us free in a way. So this is about regeneration. Obviously, we're in Scorpio season, renewal, rebirth, but there is also a really strong signature of truth and integrity coming through as well. So, we have November the 7th is potentially quite a feisty day in the astrology, because the moon is going to come round and the final degrees of Capricorn will square Eris, then meet up with Pluto, then move into Aquarius and oppose Mars. So, Pluto, Mars and Eris are all quite feisty, quite dramatic, quite intense astrological energies. And the moon, represents our emotional sort of sense, also represents the people. So, it's it's going to feel, I would say there's going to be a lot of drama. There's going to be, Eris really wants to sort of speak up and speak out for the underdog, for anyone who has experienced injustice, anyone who's being marginalized. So again, and she's like the goddess of discord and strife. So she, you know, is not afraid to rock the boat in order to be heard, in order to be seen, in order to have a voice. And she really is sort of speaking for yeah, I guess standing up for who we are and our identity and our sense of self in Aries. So, you know, it's quite strong energy day, but I just love the fact that we've got this Eagle's Gate sort of in the background, just giving us that strength, that inner strength, that sense of freedom. So to be able to not disconnect, because it's not about disconnecting, but it's about being able to rise up and see things from a different perspective, which is always helpful. Because, you know, if you stay too long in the shadows or down in the depths, you know, you can very easily sort of lose sight of where you're going and what's going on. So, you know, tap into that Eagle's Gate energy if you can, and, you know, see where it takes you, and yeah, see if it can sort of give you a different point of view perhaps as to the one that maybe you're being bombarded with. So I hope that helps, and yeah, well, I'm sure there's lots more coming up in for the rest of November, so I will be back soon. Thanks for watching.